What it do, you too? Today's video, I'm going to chime in with a quick impromptu video, and today's video is going to be about some reptilians that just walked past. Just kind of lost my train of thought. But anyway, so today's video, I'm going to talk about what's happening right now, like currently with the current events that's taking place right here in North America, really on Earth or whatever, but currently in North America, right? So what's going on is this is the calm before the storm. So a lot of people think the shit they seeing right now is something major, and it's really not. You see what I'm saying? It's really not. Like shit is going to actually get worse. It's going to actually get worse, and I'm not saying that to be funny. Like, oh yeah, I want. No, I'm not saying that. I'm telling you, just based off prophetic vision, like you know what I'm saying, insight from the Most High. Like, you gotta look at it like this, right? So, a lot of people they think that the shit that's happening now, DC and all this shit, they think that's something major. That's nothing. That's literally nothing compared to what you're about to see. That's about to happen right now. So, let me just break this down to you so you understand, overstand. So you understand, understand, and then you can overstand Satan. You see what I'm saying? So think about it like this, right? Trump is really trying to help people. You see what I'm saying? It might not look like that at first, but he's really trying to help people, right? Second of all, the reason why it look all chaotic and it look like it's a mess is because it's the people that's in the so-called hood. They don't want the hood to be cleaned up. They don't want to clean up the hood. A lot of people find that hard to believe or far-fetched. It's not, especially if you're from these areas. You know, things have only gotten worse. And I'm talking about crime and all that. They keep saying, oh, crime is down, crime is down. Like, yeah, it might be down, like, throughout the whole city, like, on a percentage level. But in certain areas in the city, crime is up on a percentage level because this is where crime is taking place in this vicinity. You see what I'm saying? Just like Chicago. Just like Chirac, whatever you want to call it, right? Most of the shit, like, for example, I'm going to break it down to you because, nigga, I'm from there. Like, I watched this shit unfold, bro. Like, from when Chief Keef was there, you see what I'm saying? From when Chief Keef first blew up, you see what I'm saying? From when Chief Keef first blew up with the music shit, he was like the first prototype to introduce drill into the world. Like I said, drill was a psychological operation that not only affected Chicago, but it affected the world. You see what I'm saying? But Chicago got affected the most because it started in Chicago with Chief Keef. You see what I'm saying? And that's why Chief Keef made it and survived because he was the prototype who introduced this whole drill movement. And there are other people who was there originally. They came and did their little thing. A lot of them passed away. Rest in peace to the fallen soldiers. A lot of them survived. You see what I'm saying? And throughout Chicago, for a while, it was only in the city, like the inner city, like Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Ashburn neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Asham, Gresham, all that type of shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just in, like, certain places of the city, and then sometimes it'd be little shit on the east side. Sometimes it'd be little shooters and shit on 87th and Cottage. Like, just different, so, like, just different stuff or whatever, right? And next thing you know, because when Chief Keef blew up, that was around what, like 2000. He started to get an underground buzz like 2010, 2011, but he didn't go mainstream until like 2013, I think, and that's when I graduated high school. So I was still in Chicago at all this time. I'm watching all this shit unfold. The city wasn't even as bad as it is now. It'll be like shootings, in the city on the south side, over here in these areas, in certain gang neighborhoods and shit like that. But it wasn't as bad. Now, if you fast forward to right now, today's time, drill has left Chicago. This shit is all through America. It's all through the world. It's all through the world. And I know this because I've traveled the world before, bro. I know. I've been to Australia. When I was in Australia, I met so many different people from all different places because I worked at this farm, and the farm, they hired multiple people from different places. and obviously we was the company was an Australian company, but the employees they hired was from all different walks of life. So I worked with people that was from France, that was from Japan, you know what I'm saying, people from Australia. I was the only American there, which was lit, you know, because I got the most attention. I like that. Well, not necessarily like that, but in that scenario, you know, because you got good attention, you got bad attention. But yeah, I've met people from Taiwan, China, Korea, all type of shit, man. And we was basically just, you know, working together and shit like that. And you could just tell, like, from how these people operate, like how like they views on life is compared to somebody that's from America, is completely different, bro. Like you tell, I tell them some of the shit that's going on in like these inner cities, they can't even believe it. Like that's how mind-boggling it is. But when I tell them about, you know, being from Chicago, and I tell them about drill, they'd be like, "Oh shit, you know who King Von is? Oh shit, you know who Pop Smoke is? You know, because Pop Smoke was from Chicago, but he was from New York, but he was in the drill movement because, like I said, drill." It started in Chicago, but it got so popular and so big that it expanded throughout the world. And the reason why I brought up Australia because I'm making my point. When I was in Australia, I had met some people from France. We worked at the same job and shit. And the dude, he started playing like beats of like French drill, like letting me know basically that drill has made it to France. Just like in the UK, London, they got their own drill movement in London. So this shit has expanded throughout the world. You see what I'm saying? And it's, you know what I mean? It's just like COVID. Like anytime the government puts something out into nature, nature is gonna take it and manipulate it. You see what I'm saying? So for example, look at drill. They put it out there, they had it under control for a while, and then once it started to expand past Chicago, meaning that it was in the inner city, and then it started to spread to the suburbs, and then as it spread to the suburbs, it started to spread to like small college towns. That's not in Chicago, but it's in Illinois. You know, like it's just like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours away from Chicago, like Champaign, Illinois. Shit, motherfucking like SIU, Southern. What's it called? Or is it SUI? I don't know. It's SIU or SUI. It's Southern University of Illinois, some shit like that. But it's like 5 hours away from Chicago. All that's the drill. It expanded through all of these places. Like anywhere you go in Illinois, you're gonna somebody's gonna be rapping about killing, shooting. It's gonna be some type of drill because the shit is expanded, you know, past Chicago. You see what I'm saying? And it's all throughout the world now. So you got people that's in France, they got their own movement. Motherfuckers in London, they got their own movement. Like this shit is it's basically they lost control of it. You know what I'm saying? And this happens every time they do a psychological operation. So basically, the shit that you seeing right now is the calm before the storm. So basically, what I'm trying to say is this, right? You gotta look at it like this. Trump is trying to help people, and it may not seem like that because a lot of people that's in these inner cities, that's like actually from these neighborhoods, they want crime to keep going. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how they make their money. Like you got to understand, America is one big society that's made up of multiple societies. Does that make sense? So, yeah, you're in a society here in America, but there are other societies that's in America. Like for example, now you got debit cards, so you can pay for your stuff electronically or virtually, but you still got cash. Even though they saying, oh, we leaving out of cash. Like JFK tried to bring us back into coins and stuff like that. And you know, obviously, still coins still exist, pennies, dimes, nickels, and all that shit. What you need because it gives you that exact change, that exact number that you need, instead of just always having to round up all the time. You know what I'm saying? But like, basically, my point is, you got debit cards, credit cards. You can pay for your stuff virtually, or you still have cash, the cash system, where you can pay for your stuff with cash. So let's say, for example, like in a situation like COVID, when you won't be able to go to the store like that unless you're going out for essential stuff, like you need food, you need essentials and shit like that, toilet paper, toiletries, and all that type of shit. Then yeah, but if you don't need that and you're just trying to go out, you can't do that. So people were still making excuses up anyway to go outside. So let's say the debit shit ain't working because let's say an EMP or something struck. This is hypothetical. Okay, an EMP struck, but you still gonna have people that still gonna have cash. That's gonna be bartering and trading with the cash system. You see what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people don't want crime to stop because that's how they make their money, and they own that's their world. Just because that's their small world, that's not everybody else's world. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. Trump is really trying to help, but it's going to actually get worse as he go to different states and stuff like that. People tired of being oppressed, and some motherfuckers just all the way demonic. They just don't give a fuck no more. They just want to do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro. Like it really is, man. It really is. Like this shit is gonna only continue to get more and more wicked. But only thing you can do is just pretty much just stay out the way and stay prayed up, and don't fall for these disinformation agent tactics. Cause you got so many people, and it pisses me off so much. Cause you got so many people out here knowing they work for the Vatican, knowing they work for the government, and not the good part of the Vatican, not the good part of the government. And I know a lot of people gonna say, "How's that a good part of the Vatican? I thought the Vatican was all bad." No, just like the government is not all bad. So you have people who are in a think tank or agents, you know what I'm saying, crisis actors, whatever you want to call it, and they put out certain shit and they know people dumb enough to follow it. They not gonna do no research on it. They just gonna. I did kind of hear some motherfuckers talking about this shit the other day, and then now I see a video on this. That kind of confirms my shit, so I'm just gonna believe it. No, that's just pure stupidity. You got people out here that deliberately puts out certain information put you to keep you off track, to keep you off the right page, so you don't really see what's going on. But what's really going on is some wicked shit taking place, man. That's all I can pretty much say. But wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan and fuck all his minions. And don't let nobody tell you like just anything trying to deter you, because a lot of people out here, their job is to mislead people for them to either die, self-destruct, or be put in jail. And all those three things, they make money from it. From death services, funerals, funeral homes, coroner's offices, morticians, graveyards. And then you got the healthcare industry. You just say you self-destruct, you depressed, you hurting yourself. They got medicine for that, psych wards, all this different shit, insane asylums. You see what I'm saying? And then if you go to jail, they got shit for that. Detention centers, prison, jail, county jails. You see what I'm saying? So each one of those entities are businesses, and they benefit from you self-destructing, they benefit from you dying, and they benefit from you going to jail. So you see what I'm saying? Why do you think they all promote all this negative shit, but nobody's promoting you to live? Nobody's promoting you to live better, live a better life. Why ain't nobody promoting that? Because that's the opposite of what the agenda is. The agenda is depopulation. And y'all know I gotta brush my shit. You feel me? But I know it's depopulation. That's the agenda. That's why nobody's. I mean, I'm not saying nobody, but I mean when I say that, I'm talking about the masses of like negativity and negative people. They're pushing agendas for you to kill yourself, to self-destruct, and there's very few people, such as myself, pushing agenda for you to live, pushing positivity, pushing peace. They want you to survive, live. You see what I'm saying? Like the push a peace movement. That movement not gonna get its full flowers and its full light until probably like a year, 2, 3 years later, when it's even more destruction has taken place. Niggas ain't gonna catch on until years later. Because right now, like, yeah, niggas talking about pushing peace, but it's overshadowed with drill and negativity. But hey, it is what it is, man. Wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan and fuck all his minions. Gang shit. Don't get stepped on for Jesus Christ.